Beneath nearly 4 kilometers of silent ocean lies the forgotten heart of the RMS Titanic, the D-deck, once filled with laughter, music, and light. Now, only rust and silence remain. Join the ROV as it drifts through the drowned halls of history, uncovering what time tried to erase. Once, it was the heart of celebration, chandeliers glowing above polished silver and laughter. Now, the grand dining hall of the Titanic lies in eternal stillness. Beneath layers of silt and rust, its tables and chairs remain frozen in time, waiting in silence as the deep sea holds their final feast. Where polished brass and mosaic floors once welcomed the elite, only darkness greets the ROV's light. The grand staircase has fallen, but its grace still lingers. The lobby whispers of footsteps long gone, echoing faintly through the still corridors of the Titanic's lost luxury. Here, a violin sleeps among ruins, its strings long silent, yet still trembling in the current. The music corner is not just wreckage, it is memory made visible, a ghost of melody lingering beneath miles of pressure, where sound no longer travels, but time still hums.
The metallic echo momentarily breaks the stillness, illuminating the wreckage of a violin, a symbol of the ship's last notes.
A narrow passage once filled with motion and voices, now sealed in quiet dust. Silver trays drift like ghosts through the ROV's light. Rusted doors, broken pipes, and a single echoing creak remind us even service corridors can carry the pulse of history. The galley of the Titanic remains as if time itself took a breath and never exhaled. Pots overturned, ovens split, utensils scattered, all draped in green seaweed and golden rust. The kitchen of dreams now feeds only the silence of the deep. Once filled with laughter, the clinking of champagne glasses, and the warm glow of golden lights. Now, only darkness remains. Torn curtains and drifting sea dust hang in the water like smoke, covering everything in an eerie stillness, where the only sound left is silence itself.
And the low rumble of water.
In the second-class dining hall, beauty meets decay. Collapsed tables, flaking walls, and faint glows of bioluminescence illuminate the quiet equality of time here. All stories rest together beneath the same ocean, lost in the same still water. The silver room still glimmers faintly, spoons and cups scattered like forgotten treasure. What once sparkled with life now reflects only the ROV's lonely beam. Even in ruin, the room holds a strange dignity, polished by salt, memory, and silence. Stacks of porcelain remain, untouched by time's rush, delicate plates balanced in the deep. Each one carries the ghost of a meal that never came. When a dish falls, It breaks without sound, and the sea itself seems to pause in reverence. In this small cabin, life was humble: a bed, a tin box, a comb. Now, the space is overgrown with coral and sponge, but humanity lingers in the details. The comb's teeth still gleam beneath dust, as if waiting for a hand that will never return. Rows of rusted sinks line the scullery, where hands once worked endlessly in steam and light. Now, broken glass glints beneath the ROV's beam. The echo of a single bubble breaking the silence feels like time itself exhaling. This was intimacy aboard a giant, a private table, fine curtains, crystal glasses. Today, the suite rests beneath a drifting veil of dust. When a glowing fish passes through, its faint light feels almost human, a reminder of presence in absence. The corridor leading to E-deck stretches endlessly into shadow. Silt hangs thick as fog, and tiny fish follow the ROV like curious ghosts. A fragment of cloth passes through, maybe uniform, maybe memory carried forever in the tide of time. Letters once bound for New York now lie buried in sand. Ink has faded, paper has turned to silk, yet the message remains: the Titanic still speaks, not in words but in stillness. Each drifting envelope carries whispers from a vanished world. At the end of D-deck, the brass-framed door still stands corroded but proud. White anemones bloom where hands once reached for handles. A red ribbon of fabric drifts by, graceful and slow, as if the sea itself remembers the elegance it claimed.